Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our lesson for today. Our fluency warm-up activity. We're doing the last of the practice sets. So that is in your Starry Night book. It can be found on page number 45 and it looks like this. And it is titled My Mixed Practice. Now what that means is there will be addition and subtraction problems mixed in together. We're going to go ahead and put 90 seconds on the clock, and you're going to start at the top, work your way down, come to the top of column 2, work your way down, come to the top of column 3, work your way down. Most importantly, you're going to do your best. Now, if you don't finish, that's fine. Did you do your best is the goal. So like I said, 90 seconds on the clock. Hold on, wait a minute, I didn't start the clock yet, hold on. I gotta find the clock again. Hold on. They didn't move it again, but I forgot where it was moved to. Aha! Found it. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go. Okay, yay, the bell rang. But, bell or no bell, we see time's up. So let's go ahead and stop and see how we did. Come on. Okay, let's go ahead and check our work. Mixed practice means all kinds of problems that we've been working on. So, 6, 4, 3, 7, 2, 7, 3, 4, 9, 5. Top of column 2, question number 11. 2 plus blank is equal to 6. The missing part is 4. 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 6, 2, 3, 5, 3. Sorry guys, I'm on column number 3. I'm at question number 24. Blank plus 2 is equal to 9. 7. 2, 7, 2, 3, 5, 3. Now, speaking of number 24, let's look at that. 24, 25, 26, 27. These all, let's complete my sentence. These problems all come from the same blank. Number bond, excellent. These problems all come from the same number bond. The parts are 7 and 2. The whole is 9. It is looking at different, so we're either adding parts or subtracting parts apart from the whole. Good job. Today I finished, put the number of problems, and then I solved however many you solved correctly. All right, let's go ahead and continue with our lesson. Come on. Great job on that fluency activity. We are now ready to complete our application problem, which, as always, is in your Learn Book. It is on page 163. Note, the number 163, the digits, is blue, meaning we need our book with the blue trim. So page 163 looks just like this. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and read the problem to you, and the video will prompt you to submit an answer for the question. That is your work time. After you've worked it out, I'm going to show you 2 different ways in which I worked through and solved the problem. Because there's more than one right way to use our read, draw, write method to solve this problem. So let me quit rambling. Go ahead and read to you. It says, during the winter, it snowed on 14 different days. On some of the days, we got to stay home. For 9 of the snowy days, we had to go to school. For how many days did we get to stay home? All right, go ahead. All right, great work. So, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple different ways in which I wrote out solving this problem. And this was the first one. So I drew a tape diagram. Of course, the tape diagram is what we're working on. And I knew that my whole was 14. And then I subtracted the 9 days we went to school to figure out that there were 5 that we stayed home. 14 minus 9 is equal to 5. So knowing the whole and knowing the part, I found the missing part by subtracting. You could have also drawn out, now this one's a little bit different. Oh, that's the extension. I'm silly, don't mind me. This is when we compared days home and days at school. This was the extension. This is the part I didn't say you had to do. I intentionally did not read it out loud. No, comparing the 5 days home with the 9 at school, 4 more days were spent at school than at home. That's the extension. Don't mind me. Or do mind me, but not in that moment. Alright guys, so what we're working on today is just continuing to add 2-digit numbers. We are going to go to page 112 in our Succeed book, our Succeed the Homework book, page 112. Right here, we're going to go to letters C, D, E, and F. And for each of these, I'm going to model a different strategy to solve the problem. So for letter C, I'm going to move some ones to make a group of 10. So moving the ones, trying to pick a color. Blue, how about blue? Okay. So this time, I'm going to move some ones to make a group of 10. And then add from there. Now tell me, we have 18 plus 17. Which of these is closer to being a group of 10? Which one is closer to a group of 10? 18 or 17? 18, good. And 18, from 18, how many more do I need to complete a group of 10? I need 2 more. Excellent. So I'm going to get those 2 from the number 17. I'm then going to leave the rest of the pieces alone in the 17. Now, I'm going to add to show that group of, what I did, which was 18 and 2 is equal to 20. I will now add the rest of the piece. So notice what I did. I moved some ones to complete a group of 10. I now have a new larger part. From my new larger part, I can add the remaining pieces. Because the changes, it's not that I'm changing the 10s and the 1s at the same time. So now really, 2 10s plus 1 10 is 3 10s, and 0 1s plus 5 1s is 5 1s. Meaning that 18 plus 17 is equal to 35. Because notice what I did first, created an additional group of 10, and now when I'm adding, even though there is a digit in the 10s place and the 1s place with value, Well, this 0 in the ones place on 20 allows us to more efficiently add those 5 ones because there's no more ones coming over here. Okay, now, this again we said was when we move some ones to complete a group of 10, moving ones first. To compare, let's draw the picture that matches this work. So drawing the picture that matches, we said 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We decided we took this group of this 2. And remember when we make these little circly shapes, that means we've completed a group of 10. So we said 20, 30, 5. This quick 10 picture matches these numbers. So like I said, this is where we moved ones. We moved some ones to complete a group of 10 first. Now, for letter D, so let's write this down. Let's write that down. This is so we moved ones to add. That's what we were doing. We moved the ones to add instead of moving the 10s first. So here we're going to use the arrow way. The arrow way calls for us to start with one part, and then we're going to move first by the groups of 10. And how many groups of 10 are in my second part? One group of 10. Good. So we're going to move over by one group of 10. So now we have 26. And then we're going to move by putting the remaining ones there. So 26 and 6 more. Oh, goodness gracious. What's happening there? That's a double, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 26 and 6 more. So this is what we're going to do. In this instance, since we're using the arrow way, we're going to count on. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We actually completed another group of 10. But since we're using the arrow way, we're going to show it like such. Now, to check our work, we're going to draw a picture. So we're going to go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, and what we did, we said 10, 20, 20. Okay, so we said 16 and 10 more was 26 and 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Does that check out? We did it correctly? Excellent. All right, so this time we're going to break our smaller part into 10s and 1s. So we're going to do piece, piece. No, I'm not going to write that. We're not going to call it piece. We know that we're breaking it into the smaller pieces. So we want 10s and 1s, 10s and 1s. We're breaking this down into 10s and 1s, okay? Which number should I break into smaller pieces, 17 or 14? 14, good, because it's smaller. So it becomes 1 10 and 4 1s. We're now going to add the group of 10 to the larger part. 17 plus the group of 10, which is the larger part, is equal to 27. Good. 27. It is the larger part. We've added the group of 10 to the larger part, which is now 27. Our final step is to add the remaining ones. So 27 plus the remaining ones is equal to, well, what I want to do here is I want to use another little number bond, to show a completed group of 10 and the remaining ones. 7 ones and 3 ones, this becomes a group of 10. So 2 10s, 3 10s, and how many ones are left? 1 1, meaning 17 plus 14 is equal to 31. What are we going to do to check our work? Correct, we're going to draw a picture. Let's draw a picture. So, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. So 10, 20, 31. 10, 20, 31. We put all the pieces together. All the pieces together. So we moved ones to add. We've used the arrow way. And this down here, we put the 10s together and then the 1s together. So for all the 10s and then all the 1s. What are we going to, let's see, we have one more left that we've been using. This one we haven't used as much, but we've definitely been using it. This one we've used is doing coins. When we draw coins, we're drawing to represent dimes and pennies. So for the number 15, we would draw it as a circle with the number 10 to represent a dime. So 10, 1 penny, 5 pennies, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 4 pennies, 5 pennies. So this is coins to represent 15. So let's use coins to now represent 16, which is 1 dime or 1 group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pennies. So looking at these dimes and pennies, can I bundle some of my pennies together? I can bundle my pennies together. So if I bundle them together, well, the only reason to bundle is if I'm making a group right now anyway. Right now, our reason for bundling is that we've made a group of 10. So let's bundle some dimes. 5 and 5. By bundling it, we must be representing a group of 10. So how many groups of 10 or dimes will we now have in terms of coins? 3. Good. And how many loose little pennies are still hanging out? 1. So 15 plus 16 is 31. And this was us using the coins. Now, if I was like, bro, what are you talking about? For this problem, I too would draw a quick 10 picture. What are these pictures called? They're in the red. What are those pictures called? They're called quick 10s. Good. All right, so we use moving ones to add. So we moved some ones to complete a group of 10. We used the arrow way. We broke apart 10s and 1s entirely, added the 10s, and then added the remaining 1s. Then we used the coin strategy, drawing dimes and pennies to represent our 10s and 1s. Good job. All right, so this is, like I said, we are just literally practicing. Best way to learn math is to do math. We are practicing, okay? All right, so let me show you what you're going to do to practice. I say independent in the loosest sense. This is the part where you ask myself or other grown-ups for help so you can practice solving the problems. You want to be trying to use the number strategies, but if it's like, whoa, I don't think I know what I'm doing, or I'm not comfortable, you check your work using the pictures. Now, it even tells you, solve whichever way you want to, but you do need to show how you solved the problem. It's in your Learn book on page 165, that's the front. It is front and back, like most of the time. After the video, I'm going to put a picture of this again and remind you the page number just in case you didn't catch it where I just said it at. But from there, you're going to let the Nearpod just sit, just let it be. Work in your book, your Learn book. Back to your Learn book, same place you did your application problem. They're friends. Problem set and application problem are friends. But after you've worked on that for a good solid 10 hard-working minutes, come back Enter your Nearpod so you can complete and submit your exit ticket. Yes, so that will be I've turned in my work. I'm going to split it up so that you have room to work using whichever strategy it is that you're using. And let me know if you have any questions, guys. But then until that's all I have for you. I'll see you a little bit later.